Good day, everyone. This is Alvin again from the Philippines, and welcome to my review of episode 5 of SupraChat for Miss Supranational 2022. Welcome! So this is already episode 5, and we will be reviewing the performances of the 8 ladies that are in this group. And again, just like I always do in my previous reviews, first is the personal question, second round are the question from the fans, and third is the similar questions for everybody else. And as what I have said before, I am giving more weight to their performances during the second round and third question. It's because it feels like that really gives us a clear idea on how they do when it comes to public speaking. And the ladies in this group were Cambodia, Leakena, Sambor; Hong Kong, Kumiko, Japan, Rina, Okada; Kazakhstan, Aigerim, Baitore; South Korea, Cheryun, Kyrgyzstan, Shirin, Alaychieva; Laos, Narathip, Siripaphanh; and Vietnam, Duyen. And for the last question, the question that was asked to them was, what is more important, doing the right thing or doing things right? Which is actually very tricky, and you need to really make sure to think about it clearly. And here are my ranking based on their performances, starting with my number 8, Kazakhstan. Aigerim, Baitore. She was asked how she handled challenges in her life. Again, another common answer, but I felt like it is a missed opportunity. She did answer the question, but just like what I always say, it would have been better if she cited a specific scenario and talked about how she overcome it, rather than just giving general statements. For the last question, it was really struggling to get her point because she's also struggling to express what she's got in mind. And unfortunately, her response here didn't really work for me. My number 7 goes to Cambodia. Leakena, Sambor. She was asked what she would like to tell the world about her country. And she mentioned so many things that she wanted people to know about her country. That's good. And I am glad she answered in her own language. For the response, I wish it was stronger. It is okay to enumerate the good things about her country, but I wish she picked a highlight and emphasized more on it. It was okay though. It's just wasn't more impactful because the ideas were too much and there was no specific highlight for her response, and that's one thing I wanted her to do. For the last question, her answer may not be that strong, but she actually got a point, especially when she mentioned that she do things that she think is right. But it is very obvious through her reaction and a lot of movement in her eyes that she's having trouble with the question. And the nerves is something that she really needs to overcome, especially during the competition, or else it might affect her performances. My number 6 goes to Kyrgyzstan. Shirin, Alaychieva. She was asked what would she do if she has the power to change one thing. Well, she gave 2 answers. First, about herself, and second, about her country. About herself, she let me listen again to the most cliche answer in the entire world of pageantry. I mean, we've heard that many times before. Then she mentioned about her country that she wanted to change how they address and help when it comes to protecting Mother Nature. I mean, see, that is a very good answer. I just wish she didn't mention the first one and just focus more about the environmental protection in her country that she wanted her people to focus and give more attention on. That would have been a much better response. For the last question, it was a very short and simple answer. Not really something, there's nothing really outstanding about it because I feel like it lacks some more elaboration. My number 5 goes to Lao. Narathip, Siripaphanh. She was asked about one thing that is not taught in school that should be taught. That is a very, very interesting question. When she mentioned life skills, I was about to raise my eyebrows because the schools are teaching life skills too, so I wanted to listen to what she meant, something more specific. And a good thing is that she mentioned about how to handle finances and how to deal with different kind of people. And as a teacher myself, I completely agree, because those are the kind of daily activities that are not highlighted in school. Most likely it is not really being taught. And I'm talking about, oh no, that's a different topic. We don't want to go deeper than that. We'll just focus on her answer. So I completely agree with her response. So I accept her answer, but she needs to be more confident in delivering her responses. She seems unsure about it, so hoping she'll work on that. For the last question, her reasoning are not convincing to me. I felt a little bit of disconnection with her reasoning, especially with the choice that she chose. And again, the delivery needs some energy boost. So hopefully she's taking notes on how to work things out. Because no matter how great you are when it comes to your thoughts, but if you can't deliver it very, very well and can't present you what you have in mind, so it still wouldn't be used. It still wouldn't work that much. So it really needs to be a balance of everything. My number 4 goes to South Korea. Cheryun's song. She was asked what does it take to be courageous. I kind of like her answer, and also I commend her for speaking in her own language. I just wish she was more engaging and confident in responding and delivering her responses. For the last question, I love her thought process here. Her response may be simple, but she was able to defend her answer and explain why she didn't choose the other one, and her reasoning for me are very, very convincing. So I like her very, very much. My number 3 goes to Japan. Rina Okada. She was asked about the secret behind having a very long life, which is very relatable to her country. I like the question that was given to her because it's really connected to their country as a whole. Honestly, there's nothing really mind-blowing about the content of her answer, but what I love about it is how spontaneous she was in talking about it, because we know her response comes from experience, comes from what's really happening in her country. She's very engaging actually when she answered that question, and also I love how her face illuminates as she talked about it. Honestly, if she finished her response by telling the viewers to eat healthy and fresh foods, I would find it better, because that would actually fall into responding to the question on why this happened to your people and what would the world do so that they would feel and have the same experience. So I just wish she adds something like that to her response. And for the last question, Japan to me is such a super relatable candidate, and there's something about her that is extremely likable, and her response in the last question was quite impressive too. I love how she surrounded her answer on the concept of doing the right thing for yourself. And of course, if we relate it to real life, that's something that we need to give emphasis as well. My number 2 goes to Vietnam. Kim Duyen. She was asked about the best gift that she received. Honestly, Vietnam quite exceeded my expectation, and she isn't as bad as I thought. Actually, I love her answer, especially based on her experiences and how she valued education because of her parents' struggles, and that made her use it to as her advocacy too. What I love about her is that she's very confident. She may have issues with the terms and pronunciation, but if you will listen to her and to her thoughts, she knows where she's going. She knows the direction of her response, and I think that is really, really good. For the last question, I actually understand her point and her answer, but she really needs to work on the presentation and how she ended her response on this round, because it feels like it didn't end very well, and we know how impactful closing statements are. And my winner... Hi! I am so sorry. Let me just go ahead and interrupt you a little bit. Please don't forget to follow me on my Instagram account, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also if you wanted to support my channel, you can do so through this. Okay? Please don't forget. And let's go ahead and go back to the video. Bye! For episode 5, I think this is a very, very clear winner. Hong Kong. Kumiko Lao. She was asked about her opinion on body shaming. Her answer was actually really, really good. I love the way she presented her response in quite an organized way, starting from how we perceived body shaming, then moving into her personal experience, then talking about her advocacy, and follow it up with a very, very good closing statement. Content-wise, it was really good. For the last question, in fairness to her, she knows how to defend her point extremely well. She is an impressive surprise for this group. She delivers her message in a calm but confident way, and she's able to hit the target right away. So that's truly, truly commendable for Hong Kong, and I really hope that she'll make it as one of the winners for this group because she really deserves it. So that's it. This is my commentaries, my ranking, and my winner for episode 5 of SupraChat for Miss Supranational 2022. And I would love to know your thoughts about my ranking and about my feedback to these candidates. Do we have the same winner? Do we have the same ranking? So don't forget to leave your comments below. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and share the video as well. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe because you'll be seeing more of these videos in the future. For now, thank you very much and have a wonderful day from the Philippines.